You're on. You're recording.
We're recording already. Oh, a little bit early. Shit. How the hot dogs get made, folks. Okay, we're starting about 3 seconds early, which really hurts me. I'm very nervous now because I'm a slave to time and I had this whole program timed precisely, but I'll do my best. Standard beginning. I am Mychal Guzman. You're witnessing history. This is Fantastic Tangent. Applause. Thank you. Good evening to my online streaming contingent. Another episode of the live streaming podcast broadcast, what I like to call Pod Broad, a term I coined myself. You will not hear anywhere else, and if you do, let me know because I think I will be pursuing litigation. Anyway, to begin, I have to deal with sponsors. It's the only way I get money for this fucking thing, and I'm really getting tired of dealing with the sponsors. So I enlisted the aid of my roommate / audio engineer, Knockman, and he's going to be taking over the duties of handling the ads and the sponsors and everything. So I have to powwow with him briefly to find out what's required of me. Everybody, Knockman. Now, call me Knock Manager. Biatch, make some noise! Or not! Alright, Knockman, you have assumed responsibilities as manager of this show, the non-award winning Pod Rod. So, what word have you gotten from the sponsors? Well, the first things first, the I Am Anthony Toups opening has to go. What are you talking about? Well, allow me to do some exposition for new people who have not seen the show before. You have begun the previous episodes with having Anthony Toups read a scripted fake story about his life, and it turns out that the sponsors think that kills all momentum. So they want you to get straight into the live improv bits and not do any more written scripts. They don't like it. Well, I like it. I mean, big part of the reason I did this show was as an outlet to showcase my comedy writing skills to build up a resume in that arena. Well, it's not going, Knockman. I'm passionate about this. I come out here, it's fucking 10:30 on a Thursday, nobody wants to show up. I believe in my comedy, I believe in my skills, so I come here and I do the shit anyway. And one thing I want to do is do it my way. I understand we need sponsors, but you know what? If the sponsors want to do that, fuck that. No. I am not getting rid of scripted material. I love to write. So, you know what? Actually, I might do the whole episode with just scripts. Okay, Knockman? We got the spot. No, fine. Tubes, come up. It's time to do the scripted stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, my partner in crime, improv genius, Anthony Toups. For those of you unfamiliar, every week Anthony Toups tells us a little bit of his life. He regales it off the dome. I have nothing to do with it. It's completely his own stories. They're very interesting and quite wild. And you know what? These sponsors are determined to not have me do this. I am fucking doing it. So Toups, I am Anthony Toups. Go ahead and read your script for this week.
This doesn't say anything. All you've done is written. I'm woke. Really big and sharpie.
That's right. I'm fucking woke. I ain't taking it no more. 2016, I'm fully turned up all the way. I write scripts, as demonstrated there. You see all that dialogue? That's right. You don't tell me, sponsors, I don't care. I'm doing it my way. All right. Let's move on to the show. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's just get these stupid ass fucking sponsors out the way anyway. Because I don't want to deal with them, but we're going to do it this time. We might be the end of sponsors because I'm not going to get told that I don't get to do scripts because that's my favorite fucking part.
Yeah, you're woke.
Yeah, I'm fucking fully woke. Hashtag. So let's go ahead and see what these fucking... Who's the sponsor this week?
Fluvial.
Fluvial. That logo looks very familiar. Do you know what the word fluvial means?
Actually, I have no idea.
It has to do with streams, it has to do with rivers, estuaries, you know, Nathan type things. Maybe, let's see what kind of service this is. Let's go ahead and read our ad copy here. Fluvial ad copy.
Copy go.
Fluvial is an experiential entertainment platform built for fans directly from artists who can sucker into contracts. Fluvial members enjoy exclusively curated content that connects artists with their fans in expensive, boutique, overwrought ways.
The service offers suspect fidelity, gramophone sound quality music, and unique photo experiences via the Viewmaster stereoscopic toys. Fluvial audio is only available in 5.25-inch floppy disk and iOmega zip drive. Sites in front of you for packaging, sure to impress your most snobby and hipster acquaintances.
We've got exclusive new releases from some of the most influential artists. Rick Astley,
Alan Thicke,
Tito Jackson,
Snow,
Another Bad Creation,
Fine Young Cannibals,
Collective Soul,
and more.
Fluvial offers a monthly subscription with a half-hour free trial. The premium tier at $99.99 and the hi-fi tier at $499.99.
A steal.
Take your credit card or PayPal account information if you're new money and see www.estuarycashflow.com for more consumer info.
That sounds like a really great deal, Mychal. Like, people got to jump on that.
I think so. I think it's a little derivative of another service, but you know, some people like to be real bougie and spend their money on shit so they can seem cool, so maybe that's a product for some of y'all. I mean, we are in Austin. This seems to be one of the prime places for that type of service.
Yeah. It might just, you know. I don't know. I personally don't use something like that. But given this copy with that, like, I might just do it. Might pull the trigger.
Tempted to drop some wallets.
My entire wallet, actually, maybe like another half of again one.
Are you willing to get $53 million in personal debt for it?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that sounds good.
Nice. Let's move along to the next segment. So every week we do a little something known as on bleak, on fleek. So we'll explain that real quick for our audience. Got something on fleek? That means it's great. It's on point. The best you can do it. You're killing it. You're crushing the game. That's on fleek.
Eyebrows have that perfect edge.
Yes, eyebrow game on point for the nation. However,
There's something on fleek, or on bleak.
yes, on bleak is the opposite of on fleek.
This is the worst thing you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, you're in a bit of trouble if you're on bleak. So every week we've been presenting an on fleek and an on bleak. But I've been thinking about it personally as far as things that I'm passionate about. And this week we're going to do something a little different with on bleak, on fleek, as you can see here. Let's just let that fade away.
It's a good fade.
Yeah.
How much do you pay for that?
I paid about 30 seconds of my life span for that.
That's expensive.
Yeah, we'll find out those last 30 seconds of my life. Only had to make that transition animation.
Okay.
So you notice how they merged there before they faded away. Because I've been thinking about this. It's kind of the idea of on fleek, on bleak. You're kind of categorizing things as black and white. It's very binary.
Okay.
It's too like definitive. Like you're this, you're good, or you're bad. But in life, there's so many things where it's kind of a blend. It's kind of like a gray area. Like all things, kind of they have their good and they have their bad.
Like when you get the bottom of a Pringles thing, it's still good because there's more Pringles, but it's bad because you can't reach your fucking hand inside.
Right.
Okay.
Right, exactly. So, you know, you merge the yin and yang, the black and the white, you kind of wind up in this gray area. So I see you're already on top of things. You kind of got like a gray shirt thing happening.
Yeah, I've been working on my morality that way too. Like, I've just been kind of trying not to be too, you know, nice.
Yeah, not too light side, not too dark side, as we talked about.
Yeah, and definitely not like the video game style, dark side, light side type. Because that's just like, oh, I'm gonna be mean to small children.
Is there an actual video game where you kill younglings?
Yeah, I think so.
I vowed we would never talk about Star Wars on this show again.
That worked so well the first time.
Yeah, it's my fault. All right. So anyway,
Okay.
the point was to better represent. You got your gray. I need to also visually represent this whole ambiguity, like the merging of these aspects. So I have my, my signature hoodie.
It's great.
It's great.
Great. I mean, great. Yeah.
Gray is my favorite color. I felt so symbolic yesterday.
Just kill yourself, man.
Hey, in about 40 minutes.
All right.
We got to get through this show first. First things first.
Yes.
So instead of on bleak, on fleek, we simply have this very zen-like on.
And I noticed the second on is way more wavy and expressive.
Yes. I just took the on from on bleak and on fleek and just that's all it is. That slide was another 30 seconds of my lifespan. Masking. Okay. So there's this whole thing about dualism and cognitive dissonance, and there's something that I am very, in my life, there's things that I'm huge about. It took me a long time to learn these things, is that just because you do one thing, it doesn't mean you are that one thing. You can pretty much do anything you endeavor to do. Within the bounds of reason and law, of course. So I made music for a long time, and I'm just like, look, music, this is what I do. So I've been known as a funny person, and I'm like, well, fuck that comedy shit. I'm a musician. This is for real. I do music. There's no room for this other stuff. So as I got older, I finally realized, well, wait, you can do both.
Yeah, clearly that's not true.
Yeah, it just took me way too long to realize that, man.
So how are we going to talk about this?
We are going to talk about this by using a certain personality as a foil for this idea. The idea that you can be many things, even though people see you as one thing.
So, for example, if you're a famous record producer in the middle of the 90s and you try to branch out, and people just think you should stay a record producer?
Yeah, you try to branch out into astrophysics.
What?
Exactly.
That's unrealistic.
That's not for you.
Okay, so I guess some people like Natalie Portman do that. Everyone thinks of her as an actor, but she's actually a physics degree.
Brian May of Queen. He also has an astrophysics doctorate.
What am I doing with my life?
You're sitting at a sports bar trying to entertain people who are trying to have a birthday party celebration.
39 minutes, I think.
How should I do it?
I don't know. What do you mean? How should you end your life? Or
Yes. They say when you should really worry about somebody being suicidal is when they have a plan. I don't have a plan yet, so I think I'm okay.
Alright, yeah, no, I haven't gotten to that stage yet.
Okay.
I thought about it.
Well, keep it on the back burner because we got to come up with something.
Okay, so what was this personality you were talking about?
The personality I am talking about is somebody I've been a big fan of over the past, 10 years or so. And I've been pretty steadfast no matter what they've done or said. But there have been some recent things that have happened that have kind of put me in question, put me in doubt. And I've had to realize, no, wait, you still have to maintain that there are these aspects to people. There are these various sides and shades, so you can't just be so quick to dismiss. Of course, the person I am talking about is good old Yeezy, Kanye West.
Oh, yeah.
So I've selected a few tweets that he's made recently. It is Yeezy Season 3, by the way.
He's woke.
He's woke. Now you know where I got that from.
Yep.
You won't always agree with me, but I'm always gonna be me. I'm woke. People at home trying to go to bed right now, literally sleeping on this show, they're not woke.
And that's why we are to the microphone.
Yes, that's right. Kanye West, I represent what people can't say.
Yep.
Look at this, look at this last one. What does it say?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love myself. I love me so much right now. I can't even talk that way.
Now be honest, isn't that how you feel about yourself?
Oh yeah, I love me. I love me.
So he's just saying what you feel in your heart already, right? So why is he catching so much shit just because he says these things? He's just expressing his own self. You know, have you ever heard about Kanye being in jail? You ever heard about Kanye beating on somebody?
Nope.
I'm being disproven. My point is this. In his music and in his tweets, he's just saying things. There's no crime in that. So people want to lash out at him for saying he was choking and fucking a girl on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But what about Slipknot on the album Iowa? When he's talking about, I want to slit your throat and fuck the wound. Where was the outrage over that? Where was the outrage on Slayer's Rain in Blood when they said, heated metal bar I will insert inside your cunt?
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah, right. You ain't seen no articles on BuzzFeed about that shit. But Kanye says bitch once or twice. Oh my God, misogyny, misogyny.
Okay.
The point is, Kanye West is a prime example of all these things that are swirling in my head about cognitive dissonance and dualism, because he represents the whole spectrum of good and bad all in one person, and the struggles that we go through. You know, we have our achievements, we have our victories. You know, I'm responsible for, I got my associate's degree, I completed college, I did what I needed to do. You know, I spent some time in the military, served honorably, you know, went to the sandbox, other war zones. I kept my fellow soldiers alive, brought them all back in one piece. But I'm also the same dude that had a Mad Dog 2020 in one hand and his dick in the other, crying as his ex-girlfriend ate oatmeal in front of him. That's life, man.
That's pretty.
That's real.
That's real.
And what I'm saying is, how come Kanye can't be real?
I think, like, part of it, because, like, most people would not have, like, the kind of, I guess they would just wouldn't have an ego to say that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, I love me so much right now. People generally like themselves.
Somebody says he can't hear you.
Yeah, people generally like themselves, but it's pretty hard to actually just go straight out and say that, you know, in front of other people. Because, like,
that's part of the detachment of being able to tweet it, you know? You can just type it down, send it out. That's part of Kanye's problem right now, is he's kind of forgetting that you may be typing on that phone, but millions of people are reading what you're putting out there.
yeah.
So you can feel one way, and you can say some stuff, but people aren't going to pay attention long enough to let you expound upon that. They're just going to take it at face value and be like, this nigga fucking wilding out right now.
Taking it right at 139 characters and just not even listening to the last one.
Right. Big bite,
Big bite,
big go.
big go, right?
Right? That's a callback. So, in this portion, I've talked about some of the reasons I still roll with Kanye, some of the reasons I'm still with him because he represents. Later on in the show, we're going to get into how he's starting to kind of slip with me.
All right.
But for right now, what I want to do is I want to give some shine, some people that influenced Kanye, that played an instrumental role in his life.
Okay.
So, we're going to roll into the next segment, which is quite popular with our fans, and that is known as
Who this is?
Who This Is? Who This Is Kanye Edition. I'm going to present to my pal here, Anthony Toups, some stock images taken from the New York Public Library that were available for free, public domain, and he is going to explain how these people were involved or influenced Kanye in some capacity. So, Toups, I ask you, who this is?
This is Hubert Short.
Hubert Short.
Yep. He's actually, this is an impressionist painting of Hubert Short when he was about 10 years old. And Kanye had this commissioned almost 15 years after the fact, when he was going and honoring his friends from his childhood.
Okay, childhood friend, Hubert.
Yeah, so they grew up together in Chicago.
Oh, obviously, as you can see there in the backdrop, Chicago, the industrial big city.
See, you can look at Chicago towards the city, and look at Chicago towards the shitty place outside the city.
Okay, okay. So Hubert Short, any relation to Martin Short?
I'm actually not even sure who that is. Like, who's Martin Short?
Homeschool, holy shit. Martin Short, comedian, actor. Jeez, I don't even know where to begin. It doesn't matter, this is about Kanye right now.
Hubert Short.
Hubert Short.
Right. So Hubert was one of the inspirations behind Kanye going into producing music. As you know, Kanye was big into the music like scene in Chicago, even from a young age. And Hubert was had one of those $40 guitars that you get a thing. And,
the Thing. Popular chain store, yes.
The Thing, yeah, exactly. It's like Walmart except smaller, happier.
Okay.
So Hubert was actually the first. He played the first live music Kanye ever heard, and Kanye was just like, this is my jam. Just the fact that the music was live was the real thing for him. So yeah, 15 years later, and let's see, what was it? 2009, he had this commissioned from the renowned artist Philip the Foot, and she painted it for him.
Okay. All right. So, Toups, who this is?
So
explain this shit to me.
This is another artistic depiction. However, this is
not an actual photo.
No.
This is artist depiction. Okay.
This is an artist depiction, and this comes from actually some of the album art from Yeezy. It depicts people existing in a world without Kanye's music.
Oh.
As you know, Kanye has a song in there entitled "I'm a God."
Yes.
And if Kanye really is the God here, then obviously these people they're fallen. And world without Kanye, like world not worth living in. You can see this gentleman on the left. He's pretty despondent.
I would be despondent too if my dick looked like a weird deformed green plant.
You know, weird things happen when Kanye's not your God, okay?
Yeah. You know, interesting, speaking of the song I Am a God, and the whole thing where he says, indeed, he states that he is God, people give him a lot of shit for that, but what they don't realize is that Kanye West is a huge fan of George Carlin. So Kanye recently admitted he's $53 million in personal debt. George Carlin has a wonderful bit. It's a classic. If you knew George Carlin, you would know this bit.
I do not know this bit, but I'm willing to hear it.
It ends with this. I won't do the whole bit, but it ends with this. God loves you, and he needs money.
I think I see what you're doing.
He's all-knowing, all-powerful, just doesn't know how to handle that checkbook.
Oh, wow.
So, moving on. Toups. Who this is?
Continuing with our artist depictions. This.
You out of here, bruh? Alright. Have a good one. Peace. He didn't even turn around to acknowledge.
There will not be a prize for him in the raffle.
No prize at all. Alright, who this is, Toups?
Continuing with the artist depictions, this is actually Taylor Swift.
I see it. Yeah.
The resemblance is actually kind of uncanny.
Yeah.
Like the feathers, scaly bits, the head coming up, but
How she has a face in the back and the front because she's fucking Two-Face?
Yeah, and I think that like this particular piece really represents Kanye's like views on the matter.
Expound.
This was also another commission for Yeezy.
Okay.
So you can find it in the album booklet on page 6. So like he associates with Taylor Swift with like kind of country-ish style stuff, and that's why you have like the animal theme going on right here.
Because country means animal farms type
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Okay. I'm tracking.
And like I think that's as far as he thought about it on the subject, actually.
Okay. As far as you thought about the subject as well. So, Toups, who this is?
So that is Malthusius Kursach.
What?
It's Malthusius Kursach.
Malthusius Kursach.
Yep, it is Kanye's most trusted advisor. This is a photograph, but due to his power level, Malthusius decays photographs of himself at a rate of about like 1/6 like impression per day. So this is actually a fairly recent one. This was taken on 4 days ago.
This was taken 4 days ago.
Another 2 days it will disappear.
Why does it look so old then?
That's what I'm saying. He ages photographs because of his power level. It's too powerful.
Oh, okay. So this is not a case of the filters.
No, this is not filtered.
Okay. This is just his pure fucking power.
Pure fucking power.
Pure fucking power. PFP.
Closer you get to a literal guy, the more difficult it is for just chemical processes to attain in essence. So anyway,
here's disturbing me. You're scaring me right now. All right, last one. Toups. Who this is? Who these are?
So taken together, those are Resourceful. They're a band that Kanye played with back in the day.
How far back in the day we talking?
We're talking about 94.
Okay.
So, as you can see, this was actually a school band that he played with. So they drew their own album art and everything, and they have some the lyrics listed there. They signed it in 1910 because that was the name of their album. 1910.
Okay.
They were trying to go back, to reach back towards a more genuine kind of feel towards the music and the current styles that they were hearing at the time. In '94, you had a bunch of people who were just into the new grunge movement and stuff like that. Like they weren't interested in that. They wanted to have more of a folksy kind of feel.
Okay.
Slightly, kind of a little bit of religion going on there.
A little bit of a religion, so that's where Kanye drew his influence upon for his religious overtones.
Yeah, the first one in his first album, you can notice that especially in the fourth
fourth song off Kanye's first album was Fantastic Tangent.
Right.
Before they edited it and did all the mastering and stuff.
I think that's a sign.
It went on his mixtape that was known as Big Bite, Big Gulp, right?
So that's what that is.
That's what that is. What that is.
Is that?
That is the end of who this is. And now this is where we start going into the slide of Kanye. So recently, as I mentioned before, he announced that he was $53 million in personal debt.
Quite a bit.
He also requested that Mark Zuckerberg give him $1 billion to invest in his ideas.
And what ideas were these?
Well, a shitload.
What is this?
This is the organizational chart for Kanye West's company, Donda.
And Donda is his mother, right?
Donda is his mother who sadly passed away. Rest in peace.
2007.
Yes. So as you can see, there's just a shitload of ideas that he has. Now, when I looked over this chart, I poured over it. I know you can't read it. You don't need to read it. The point is, it's basically just writing down products that you know about. Cars, trains, planes,
Legos.
groceries.
Medical research.
Yeah, just anything you can think of was pretty much, he just put it on the chart and said, this is what we're going to influence in the future with my company.
Wallpaper screens. That's a good one.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that because I've picked a few specific ones that I would like you to help me make some sense of on this chart. But this is the thing, when he tweeted, he posted this picture, he said, this is the chart I presented 4 years ago, and they laughed in my face. Well, guess what, Kanye? People might laugh in your face when right underneath the main title of the name of your company, you put communications. So right off the bat, you're misspelling shit.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
So in one of the parts he indicated surveillance. He spelled that surveillance.
Surveillance.
And when you fuck with
Related
pedantic
to
man, when you fuck with grammar man, the ultimate Nazi, yeah, I'm gonna call you out on that. What the fuck did you just say? He looks bloody. Look at that.
Yeah, his arm fell off.
Oh, okay. Gross.
I'll be fine. Make some noise! Or not, what's it do? Thank you.
All right. So, I picked out a couple of the more interesting things I found on this chart that I'm just like, what the fuck are you trying to innovate right now? So, the first one. Container company. What does Kanye bring into the container company game? How's he getting into that rack space life?
Okay, so what I heard was this container company for Donda is basically he's gonna destroy the world with Tupperware.
Okay, how so? Destroy the world? That seems counterproductive.
Destroy the world with Tupperware, replace it with something,
Destroy the world of Tupperware.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said with Tupperware.
That would be cool, but it's just not what I heard, unfortunately.
Alright.
So, the Yeezy brand of Tupperware is going to be, apparently it's going to be stuff that actually uncooks your food.
Uncooks the food, okay.
So, you make the food and you put it inside the Tupperware, put it in the refrigerator, and now it uncooks it for you. And
wow.
Then it's pretty, I don't actually know where the market is for this. But.
Well, if it uncooks it for you, is it only food? Can you put other things in there that will uncook?
If you had a big enough Tupperware, you could, theoretically, you could even put Donda in it and she'd come back to life.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
That might actually be his end goal.
So it's not so much uncooked as it is like reverse.
Yeah.
Reverse decay or.
Yeah, it's basically chemical process reversion, I think.
That's a big idea.
That is a big idea, and that's why it's so big. Container company.
Yeah, that Kanye is a real idea.
It has to contain that much space.
He's like, I don't know how y'all gonna do it, but this is my container company.
Exactly.
$1 billion, I can make it happen. Okay, so you mentioned before, and then it caught my eye as well. Wallpaper screens. How are you going to change the game as far as wallpaper screens go?
So normally people just have wallpaper on their walls. Kanye wants to deal away with that because one of his main things is improving people's he wants to be philanthropic and improve people's lives. One way to do that, especially in hotter climates and stuff like that, is just to do away with walls entirely.
Okay.
And that works metaphorically and physically in this case because metaphorically doing away with walls means that you can be more creative with your space.
Right. And that sounds like him. Yeah, I want to get rid of these walls.
Exactly.
You can't hold me.
And second, making it where you replace the walls with just actual screens with wallpaper, like Kanye's face, for example, means that you can let the air go through your space or whatever, and you'll be able to be cool.
So screens like monitors.
Not monitors specifically, I mean like screen door type things.
Oh, like the mesh.
Yeah, but specifically they would have to be with Kanye's face on them or maybe an album art or something like that.
I see. I was way off. When I saw wallpaper screens, I thought he was talking about, you know, your desktop screensaver computer background type thing.
No, he's going to take this Luddite first and then work his way up.
I see.
Technology.
Yeah, so he's smarter than that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So the last thing that I looked at and I was like, okay, how you gonna do this one, Ye? Luxury cloud service. What the hell is luxury cloud service?
So, you ever been in New York?
Yeah, I've been in New York.
So like,
you know I'm in it.
where have you, like, what's the tallest place you've been in New York?
Tallest place I've been in New York was the second story of a Tower Records.
Alright, well that's not high enough.
Rarefied air, my friend.
Kanye is not going to settle for that type of stuff, and neither will his most dedicated fans.
Okay.
And so the luxury cloud service is actually, he's setting up different creative spaces at the levels of at least 50 stories or higher all around in New York, where people can just come in and, you know, use some instruments that are there and record and stuff, and then post them to Kanye's site title. Okay, so that basically is a luxury cloud service. Essentially the main way is that you're going to go into these places and you're going to be surrounded by clouds and you're going to make something fucking fantastic art.
So fucking
fantastic art.
I want to talk about Cloud City, but fuck, we cannot talk about Star Wars anymore.
Yeah, besides, if you make a deal with Cloud City, it's always going to turn against you, so.
Yeah. Pray I do not alter the deal any further.
Yeah, if Kanye says that to you, and remember he's God, you do not want to hear that.
Oh no. Yeah, so this whole thing with Kanye admitting he's in all this debt and everything, and he's asking for billions of dollars, and he's asking for, you know, Kanye's got, this is one of his downfalls, is he's got the hugest fucking chip on his shoulder. And this is, what I mean is, okay, you broke into the music game, you're killing it in the music game. You want to branch out, you're like, look, I do music, but I love fashion, man. You're like, okay, you love fashion. You know, and the thing is, I can fuck with him about it, but the truth is, man, those Red Octobers was fucking fire, dude. Them shits was hot. I wouldn't mind having some. So he smashed it with the Red Octobers, right? These are sneakers. I know you're not in the loop on this.
Thank you.
He designed some really killer fucking sneakers. He was like one of the best sellers. They're a really cool design and everything. You know, he gets into clothes. That's fine. The thing is, he starts going around bitching and moaning like, I've gone to all these designers, I've taken all these meetings. Nobody wants to let me in, man. They got their little community. They don't want me to be a part of it. They're shutting me out. You know, he's like, I go to Adidas. I go to fucking, what are some Dolce & Gabbana?
I heard he ran around with a Louis Vuitton bag when he was first starting out too.
Yeah. So, you know, this is the thing. You know, I like to make music. I can't just go to Sony Records and be like, yo.
You did apparently go to some record company on the second floor of it at least.
That wasn't Tower Records. Oh yeah, they did. I repressed that memory. Thank you.
So
we shall not. Okay, this is the thing, man. Just because you have these ideas, it doesn't mean that people who have been established in that area owe you anything. They don't need to let you in. And the thing is, you shouldn't be trying to coattail, you shouldn't be trying to ride in on somebody else's brand. If you believe that much in yourself, you know, if you're tweeting about how you gotta admit that you love you some you right now, how come you don't love yourself enough to just, fine, they don't wanna let me in, I believe in this shit, I'm gonna do it my way then. So this is where he starts to bother me because it's not only with fashion, apparently it's with all this other shit too. He's just expected hotels. He just wants DoubleTree to just be like, yo, Kanye, what's your ideas, man? We'll throw you 30 million. What you want to do in the hotel?
Transportation, cars, planes, trains, buses, motorbikes, pedal bikes, speedboats.
Yeah, yachts. Yay, what's up with them yacht ideas?
You guys are not a
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just, dude, we all have our ideas, we all have our fever dreams, we all have our little things like, they might be cool. That doesn't mean we get to just expect those companies, like, hey, humor my shit because I made some hot records.
I did go and mail Pringles once and tell them to put the little scooper thing inside the can, but they didn't mail me back.
Yeah? See, that's a good idea, though.
Yeah, but
Because you can have that taped to the side of it, you know, and just like peel it off and then use it. That's a fucking great idea.
I wanted it, but
Well, you know what
they don't owe me anything.
What you have to do, you need to drop about 3 or 4 Grammy-winning records. Then maybe they'll take that meeting.
They'll take me seriously then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to get it popping in that aspect.
I'll work on that.
Okay. But yeah, this is the thing that bugs me about Kanye lately is, you know, you do wonderful work, you say shit, you should be allowed to say whatever you want, you know? But the thing is, you should not expect to get, like, you should not expect this privilege because of that.
Well, I think that it's pretty clear that he has some kind of ego going on.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And it might prevent him from saying the truth about his own situation.
He's trying to humble himself. He admitted his great shame of this debt. Kirk Franklin blessed him. He's feeling all positive energy, man. I read the tweets. It's all positive. Grammys are, you know, irrelevant, but hey, all love, all positive energy, you know? After I got my Grammys, they don't matter no more.
No, you don't matter.
But yeah, all love, all good. As long as it's my ideas.
So basically, you think he's getting like he feels too entitled for what he's doing, or what he's trying to do.
Yes, definitely. And then part of it makes me wonder, is he playing like this meta game, like this mind game, like, I'll pull a Trump, I'll trump him. I'll just say a bunch of wild, crazy shit just to get their attention. I'm not really feeling it like that. But if I just throw out enough stuff, people just paying attention, they're still paying attention.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. It's a whole, we don't have time for that. I'll write that down, maybe we'll cover that in another episode. I have this whole thing, I have this Stephen Avery grid. You know, Making a Murderer, the Netflix series that took the world by storm.
I know of it, but I have not watched it.
The one that ended when you found out that Stephen Avery was indeed the biggest fan of Winnie the Pooh. I'm not giving away spoilers.
And so that's why he did it?
Yes. Or wait, no, did he?
Oh, okay, that explains the car keys then.
But yeah, I have another thing in my mind, like how this whole thing's been about, you know, the gray area, the cognitive dissonance, and the dualism and all that stuff. This is another thing I have with Stephen Avery as far as the possible outcomes and how they can apply to other things that happen in life. Anyway, it's not formed out enough yet. We don't have time to get into that right now. This is about Ye right now. This is about Ye. This is about Fantastic Tangent. This is about Travis. His birthday's at midnight.
Nice.
It's about Travis. His birthday's at midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah, boy.
I gave y'all noisemakers what happened. They're so polite. All right, so Yeezy season. I foreshadowed this in season 1 of my show. People might not remember that. I definitely remember it because I was hyped for Yeezy season. And now it is upon us, and it turns out to be kind of a mild, easy season. Didn't have to, do too much bunkering in and preparing for it.
So how did you foreshadow it?
I foreshadowed it by, in my monologue, listen up, bitch. I foreshadowed it. I said Yeezy season is approaching. Make sure you're prepared. I believe that was in the monologue for episode 4 of season 1. You can see that on YouTube.
What minute?
What minute? Minute 2.37 seconds. I don't rewatch my old episodes.
I was just seeing how far you go.
That's just a wild guess. That's not accurate at all. Anyway, I was so hyped. So hyped. New Yeezy, right?
Right.
Waited. He just held back as long as he could to announce the title of this album.
Well, he has to go make sure that it's good. Like, even in this last album, he kept on changing the track list for, even just a couple of weeks before it was released. He went from 10 tracks to 17 or some shit.
Yeah, he was just so creative. It's so amorphous. Yeah. The song is never truly finished. I learned that from Bob Dylan. So anyway, a while back it was announced that he was going to call the album Swish. And I was like, yo, son, that's the fucking album title. You know what Swish is, right?
No idea.
Oh, fuck. Dude,
Homeschool.
that's what I love about you, man. Swish is a basketball phrase. Swish is when you throw that perfect shot that it goes in, it don't even touch the fucking ring, man. It just goes into the net. That sound you hear just swish.
The net sound, right?
Yeah, you nailed it. Fucking swish.
Okay.
I was like, yes! Fucking talk about a swish. That album title was a swish.
At some point.
And then, of course, as it got closer to the album release, not calling it a swish. God damn it. Okay, then that means you got something hotter. You got a better name for the album then, right?
There was Wave next, right?
Wave, yes. And I'm like, that's too close to fucking title, man. Yeah. We get it. You're on fucking title, all right? Whatever. So I'm just like, okay, fine. He's got some better shit coming up for this album title. I found out he called his next album Life of Pablo.
Who is Pablo?
So people are saying, oh, it could be Pablo Picasso, artistic,
Yeah.
Could be, Pablo Escobar, big old drug kingpin. Maybe it's a merging situation where it's just like, I'm alluding to all those Pablos because I am kind of the embodiment, of all the great Pablos. I'm the next kind of Pablo personality.
Meta Pablo?
I'm my own Pablo type figure. What did you say? Meta Pablo?
Meta Pablo.
That sounds like a condition.
It could be.
So, yeah, everybody's wondering, who's the Pablo he's referring to? Well, we here at Fantastic Tangent employed our crack research team and we got to the bottom of it. And we found out that Life of Pablo is named after the Brazilian singer Pablo A Voz Romantica. Yes.
Who is this guy?
This guy is a Brazilian R&B/pop singer.
So,
he's smashing records in Latin America.
So what connection does this have to do with Yeezy?
The connection it has to Yeezy is that you've never heard of this dude, but he's fucking huge in other parts of the world. So he's trying to illustrate, look, I'm fucking huge. You may not know me that well, but I'm on the Pablo level. Look at him.
I see his eyes and they're staring at me.
He's welcoming you.
So Kanye, multi-platinum winning record person, it's like, you don't know me?
Yes. And
oh, you don't know me? Like, know me.
You don't know me, no.
Oh, okay. Yep, now I get it now.
Now I'm lost. But you get it, so we're cool, we're good.
Yeah, at least one half of Fantastic.
All right.
Know me.
All right. That's the end of the segment, so we got to move along here. It is my pleasure to announce the next winner of our coveted Fantastic Tangent attendance certificate.
Who is this?
So, the latest winner. This is how good. Listen. This is how good this show is. This show is so good that the winner for attendance tonight, he died 2 weeks ago. This show is so good that he wrote in his will, please bring my remains to the next Fantastic Tangent show so that I can be qualified to win my attendance certificate. So here tonight is the ashes of Andrew. He loved this show so much, he requested his remains be brought to the show so that he could take his attendance certificate. So congratulations to you from beyond, Andrew. I present to you your certificate of attendance. Open that bad boy up.
Yeah. Put it inside.
You have won. From beyond the grave, sir. Claim your prize. You show up enough, you win an attendance certificate.
No matter what happens.
No matter what. All right, let's give away some shit. Travis's birthday crew. You have a very high probability of winning tonight's raffle. Now they make some noise. Now they end this. All right.
What have you got for the? What do you got?
Well, let's find out what we got for them.
Okay.
Ticket 281. Ticket 281. The only person who is not part of the birthday crew. Claim your prize. What are the fucking odds?
Well, apparently 1 in 6.
We've talked about Kanye a lot. You have won the Yeezy Season 3. I'm woke. And there's a special hidden message on there. Look at the green letters. I'm broke. So sorry, Travis' birthday crew. Wow. They overwhelming odds.
Hold on, it's not his birthday yet, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay. True. Well, you know what? I'm feeling myself right now. Much like Kanye. Nice. So you know what I'm gonna do?
What's that?
That is a glorious piece of artwork. And I feel it's wasted if there was only one winner.
Okay.
So you know what? Guess what? I did another one, baby! So, somebody in Travis's birthday.
We know it's not gonna be her.
Let's see. I feel bad about that one. Getting a bad vibe. Number 285. I guess they've all agreed that Travis is getting it anyway, so it doesn't matter what number I announce. So who would like to accept this? 285. Does anybody have 285? There's one in the garbage, the server said.
284?
283.
You have it? We can
283. Congratulations. Can you hold that up for the online contingent? If you showed up to this motherfucker, you could have won one of these. You could be a winner.
This is some genuine art.
Yes.
It was made on the 50th story in New York. Among the cloud thing.
Luxury cloud services provided that. You're welcome, sir. Everybody, a winner is you. Now that I have your attention, this is a good time to do the part of the show I always fuck up, which is the plugs. This show is Fantastic Tangent. I am the host, Mychal Guzman. This is Season Toups, not Season 2, because assisting me this season is Anthony Toups, improv genius. Season 2 will continue until either Alfredo cancels it or I break him psychologically. Every Thursday night at 10:30. So every Thursday you all should have a birthday and show up again for this. I have a group online. if you forget anything else that happened in the show or you didn't pay attention to it at all, I want you to remember this one thing because I'm very passionate about it. That is full-on dap. Does any of you know what dap is? And I didn't say dab, not this.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no. I understand. I'm talking about dap. You'll know it when you see it. First of all, do you guys fist bump each other? Hey, what's up, bro? Bump it.
Yeah.
No longer.
Too much.
Don't do it anymore. It's not cool. It's lazy. You fist bump somebody, you're basically saying, hey, fuck you. I don't care. Fist bump is a lazy fucking half-ass ending version of what dap is.
And what is that?
This is full-on dap. Down. All of it.
100%.
The entire motion. Don't just do that last little Commit to it. I want to feel all of it, bro. I want it all. Full-on dap. That being said, Fantastic Tangents Facebook group is Fantastic Tangents Full-on Dap Society. It's a public group. You can go there and keep updated on when the next show is. And other stuff that I might post, whatever, randomly.
And whatever comments you might have on suggestions for the show.
Yes, any suggestions, any ideas, whatever. I love to take crowd participation and just, you can fuck with me, whatever, it's fine. I'm down with it. As long as you're paying attention, as long as you in this. You in this?
They in this.
They in this. Alright, they in this. Yes. Win them over. Little bit at a time, little bit at a time.
They're gonna have a birthday tomorrow, actually, probably.
Well, we won't be here.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, that's fine. Also, fantastictangent.com. It exists, don't go there, I haven't designed it yet. On Twitter, I am Mychal, E-G, M-Y-C-H-A-L, E-G. There's no at Fantastic Tangent because I already have a Twitter. I don't need to maintain 2 fucking Twitters. I don't have the energy for it.
That's why you gotta get Hootsuite.
Yes. Alfredo does a great job posting these videos up on YouTube after it's aired live. So if you go on YouTube and do a search for Fantastic Tangent, you'll find the previous episodes. They're wonderful. Of course, this will be the most wonderful one because you guys were here. You can go back and watch it later and find out what you were ignoring while you were here the whole hour. But thank you though, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for actually sitting back here. You could have easily been like, there's some fucking fat fro dude doing something, so let's go sit outside or something.
Andrew likes you also.
Yeah, Andrew. Poor Andrew.
He got the short end of the stick.
He got, yeah.
Or I mean, like, I don't know. It sucks.
It sucks. Like this show, man. Oh, Jesus.
No, we're awesome.
We are awesome. We're awesome. We're here every Thursday at 10:30.
Actually, we're fantastic.
We're fantastic.
That's a better word.
Yes, we're fantastic. We're quite fantastic. Thank you. We kind of at the end there, we kind of pulled them in.
Hold it up.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring out some remains of a cremated dude. Who knew that was the draw?
You've got this.
Oh shit.
That might be disrespectful.
So we got about 2 minutes left. 2-minute warning. How do I kill myself?
Well, for one, just okay.
I don't understand.
Just go inside of an oven. That's what I said.
Just go inside of an oven?
Oven, yeah.
Just
Like it worked for Andrew.
yes. Andrew in the catacombs. Let me look over my notes. I have written here, pop-off is not a crime.
Pop-off.
You know what pop-off is?
What is it?
Pop-off is when you start fucking feeling yourself so much that you just keep fucking talking. And you just go out of control and you break all the societal and manneral, that's not a thing. You just like, you say what you want to say and you get impolite. It's kind of like when you go into a 7-Eleven/Exxon and they give you a big bite, and even though it costs the same to get the deal as a big bite and a big gulp, but they don't want to give you that fucking big gulp, you pop off.
Big
That's when you
gulp?
pop off. Big bite.
Big bite.
Right.
Go. Right.
Right. We've been getting around the whole show, by the way.
I'm sorry.
It's big gulp, big bite, right.
Big go, big bite, right.
It's my fault too, I was doing it as well. Raw complicity. But the point is, when you pop off, you don't just take that hot dog, hold it like an L to your chest, and walk away like a simp. Pop off is when you say, you know what? take a big bite of this and you drop kick that motherfucker into all the juices and the Lunchables and you fuck up their whole display. That's how you pop off on the motherfucker.
So I remember, like, I think Kanye did a few award ceremonies, right?
Kanye, yeah. That's what popping off
He
is.
just goes like, oh no, she should have won it.
Right. That's a great example. That ties into Kanye, and you did a wonderful job closing out this motherfucker. So I will say on behalf of Anthony Toups, I am Mychal Guzman, saying to Traps' birthday party, thanks Alfredo.
Oh, it's over.
It's not over until she comes in and taps that button. So with this extra time, I will say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Travis, to you. And Mister Tramps. Thank you. Thank you. Random dude who's over there doing his own damn thing. Come up. You want to come up? We're doing an extra, I guess we're on extra time right now. As if I don't got to be at work at 7 in the fucking morning. Come up, man. You seem to enjoy the show even though I have no idea who you are. Who are you? I'm famous, Mom. I made it. Thank you, sir. You coming back next week?
I don't know, this is like my third time being here, but yeah.
Yeah.
I like the podcast.
Thursdays. Fantastic Tangent. I need business cards. I could have handed you one, but right now I'm fucking up.
Just come back on Thursday.
You know how it is when you woke? When you woke but you broke at the same time? Is this still going? Hey, can you hit that? There should be like a red record button. Just go ahead and end us.